I've read 52 books in 52 weeks, but only 5 of them helped me hit $100,000 months in under 2 years. The rest made me zero. And after reading overly hyped books like Rich Dad Poor Dad and spending thousands of hours and dollars on books that could have been summed up in under 2 pages, I'm going to reveal the books that could actually help you make money and change your beliefs. So, if you want to fast track your success, grow by thousands of followers online, and build a 6-figure business this year, here are the 5 books you need to read. The first book I'm going to show you has taught me more than my 3-year university degree, and it can honestly get you ahead of 99% of people if you use it right. And it's practically the handbook to hacking your success through the lens of psychology, but business school won't teach you that. The book is called Influence: The Psychology of Persuasion by Cialdini. And what makes this number 1 in the list is that it will show you the true nature of what people buy. Much like the book says, the leading concept of this is Cialdini's 6 principles of persuasion and how you can influence people ethically. When I read this book for the first time, all the fluff that we were taught about business was reduced to one simple thing: human behavior and our decision-making patterns. One of the principles highlighted was using reciprocity, and this law is responsible for a lot of my social media growth. From 0 to hundreds of thousands of followers for me and my clients, this book helped me move the needle the most. But in order to gain the most benefit from this book, you need to consistently practice the 6 principles of persuasion, which leads me to the second book. It highlighted to me the massive importance of taking small but consistent actions. But you already knew that. The difference between this next book and all the other habit ones is that the author focuses on incremental improvements leading to radical results. I read this book a year prior to starting my online business journey, and its lessons helped me understand one of the highest leverage skills we can have: discipline. See, the main pitfall for entrepreneurs isn't that they don't know how to make money, start their social media business, or grow online. They do. The problem is, and I've seen it thousands of times, and what separates those who make it and those who don't is their ability to maintain momentum. And here's where the compound effect by Darren comes in. It teaches you how to connect your choices with your new habits in relation to your values. Once you understand this, you'll be able to not only set the right goals which lead you to the right habits, but also surround yourself with people who are in alignment with these goals and can positively push you to reach them in a friendly way. Unless it's me, then I'll probably shout at you if you're slacking. And if you don't know where or how to find the right type of friends or network who can help you level up and keep you accountable, then this next book is the perfect entry point for you. I know it was for me. See, finding the right type of network doesn't need to be hard. It can literally be nailed down to remembering people's names and saying them during conversations and smiling. How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie is the book you need to read. Iman Ghazi, Alex Hormozi, Cody Sanchez have it in their book stack, and for a good reason. It talks about the power of communication, but most importantly for me, perception. In today's attention economy where information has become a commodity, to separate yourself from the rest, you need to understand how to become an asset, regardless of your income, background, or expertise. Listen, if you're able to get into a room full of people in person or online and you ask questions, pay attention, and actively listen, the right people will start paying attention to you. But once you've nailed down conversations and networking, there's one thing that might be stopping you from succeeding, and that is imposter syndrome or perfectionism, which is a form of procrastination, by the way. Because you might know all the psychological hacks, but if you don't do it, then there's no point of knowing it at all. This is why Still Like an Artist is 4th on the list. A problem I had when I first started out was my constant fear of copying others or not being original enough, leading me to not posting as much content as I wanted to. Even Kobe Bryant said his moves weren't his, but a mix of watching tapes from his heroes. But what makes him and many others so great is their ability to collect those individual skills and create an insanely high value stack that no one else can replicate. This can be learning web design from one person, copywriting from someone else, and social media growth from someone else. And this is how you build your own individual unique way of doing things. And what's so crazy about this is that it almost contradicts everyone's logic of needing to have a degree or certification to get started. Now, this next book highlights one of the things that most entrepreneurs overlook when building a business, and a key many Fortune 500 companies have been using for decades to hack their success. Written by a Nobel Prize winner, it exemplifies how larger companies remove friction, influence, or nudge people's decisions. Because when you understand that people will default to the path of least resistance when making any decision, you'll be able to make better offers in your business and improve your interactions. And how you can subtly use not just to go from 0 to dream reality, as simply by understanding how humans work, but also how your own mind works. Train it to make the best decisions. These are the 5 books out of the 52 I've read that I can 100% say will help you grow your business and help you hit record months. Trust me. But I want to add one more book. This has nothing to do with business and making money. However, reading this book encompasses ancient wisdom from Plato, Buddha, and many other great thinkers merged with science-backed evidence to show you that you can control your happiness regardless of your environment. Because when you see the evidence that you are what you think and not what people tell you to be, you can almost transcend reality. I read this book when I was 22 and in the depths of mental illness, battling depression and anxiety. The book is The Happiness Hypothesis by Jordan Haidt. And reading it opened my eyes to the possibility of getting better without taking any medication. I won't say any more on this, but I fondly remember this book as a pivotal read from someone who needed a sign at the time. And if you notice, none of these are business or marketing books, they're psychology heavy. Algorithms change, trends evolve, and market cycle, but one thing that never changes is human behavior. Many books will give you the tricks, but if you learn how to control your environment, people's decisions, and even your own based on psychology principles, biases, and cues, you always win. And one last thing from me, you don't need to be an expert to get ahead, you just need to know how people think. And that's literally it, besties. The 6 books that helped me go from $0 to $100,000 months in under 2 years. This may be a secret weapon for me, but as a reminder from me to you, stop reading just to read, start reading to act. In this era of new education, we don't wait to get tested, we test ourselves. See you in the next video.